the scoreboard.
I will be watching, and if there are any issues, I will text you, but otherwise, have a good call.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
No worries.
Okay, thank you. I will talk to you later.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.
Leading off the bottom of the first for the Wildcats, number 4, Dave Blinka.
Hello, and we welcome you live, Houston Sports Live. We're here at Willis High School. We got the Conroe Tigers and the Willis Wildkats here live. And we welcome you, Clarke Crawford, here on the call. Thank you for joining us. And we've got George Belinka at the plate, leading on out in the top half of the first inning. We welcome you and thank you for joining us. Batting from the left side. Takes one outside, 2-1.
Number 4, Blinko with a leadoff walk. Brings to the plate, number 1, Keaton Jeffco. Jeffco singles in the 5-6 hole, moving Blinka to second. Wildcats runners on first and second, bringing up the 3 hole, number 13, Hunter Slot.
Can I take a minute, but I tell you why I'm in it, yeah. I read this shit with the critics, I'ma try to leave out the kill.
Number 13, Slide sacrifices. Moves the runners, loads the bases for the Wildcats in the first inning. Up next for the Wildcats, number 15, Brett Roberts.
Brett Roberts, the cleanup hitter, taps one foul, 2 balls and 1 strike. Strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The count. Winds up in the pitch. Inside, nearly clipped him. Probably should have taken the hit by pitch, and we got a 3-2 count.
Here we go.
And this ball is rocketed into right center for a base knock. The throw from center is cut off, and we've got a score in this ball game. Willis takes a 1-0 lead. Your first score of the night belongs to the Wildcats.
Bases still loaded for number 2, Reed Dorward.
And that brings up center fielder number 2, Reed Dorwood. This ball is grounded, throw home, throw back to first, and he got him! Double play, and we've got 2 away. Wow, what a double play turned right there. We've got 2 away now.
For the Wildcats, bringing up number 5, Justin Zako.
Now we got 2 outs in the bottom half of the inning. Prevents a run. And here we go, Justin Zakos. Zakos grounds one to third. Strong throw across the diamond, and he's out. And we will head to inning number 2. Wildcats 1, Tigers nothing. We'll head to commercial break and come right back on Houston Sports Live. Shea Holiday back on the mound for inning number 2. First inning, he surrendered a walk and nothing else. So Holiday got out of it with just allowing a walk, and shortstop Owen Raymer steps to the plate. And Owen Raymer is hit by a pitch. All right, so we got a runner on. Great way to start the inning for the Tigers. That brings up third baseman Jake Matthews.
Number 2 is hit by the pitch, bringing up number 11 for the Tigers.
Jake Matthews steps in from the right-hand side. Holiday checks the runner. Now he's set. And the delivery outside for ball 1. So the Tigers trying to get things going here in the top half of the second. We thank you for joining us on Houston Sports Live here. Clarke Crawford here with you on the call. Matthew trying to start the rally, up 1-0 in the count. Fouls it off to the right side, 1 ball and 1 strike. All right, here we go. 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs. Top half of the second. Wildcats and Tigers squaring off in this Tuesday night showdown. Matthew rips it up the middle for a base knock as Raymer will walk into second base, and they've got 2 on and nobody out.
Tigers got runners on first and second.
Alex Villasana, number 17, second baseman, steps to the plate. Villasana looking to add to the damage done so far in this inning. Right-handed hitter, righty on righty. He shows bunt, does not pull back. And runners advance as the ball gets by the catch. And it is a strike. So we do have a strike. As it was evident, he did not pull back. And we've got 1 strike. So second and third, nobody out. So the damage being done so far in this inning. Villasana, second and third, maybe time to drop 1 down to bring the tying run home. We'll see what he has in store. Takes strike 2, a beautiful looking pitch. Nicely done from Holiday. Holiday in trouble here in the second, but still has time to work his way out. Delivers. Breaking ball is popped up sky high. Shortstop's got it and makes the grab, out number 1 of the second inning. Top half of the second.
1 out of the inning for the Wildcats. Runner still on second and third. Up next for the Tigers, number 20.
Preston Wilson, the center fielder, not the major leaguer, but Preston Wilson here will take his turn. Holiday still in trouble, second and third and 1 out. We thank you for joining us here on Houston Sports Live. Delivers high, a fastball, trying to blow 1 by. No offering from Wilson. Jaden Keith looms on deck. He is the left fielder here tonight. Left-handed hitter, Wilson takes ball 2, 2-0. Wilson taking his turn, first at bat of the night, up 2-0 in the count. Hitters count. Tigers in desperate need of a win here. And relief play, smashes 1 down the line, and it's a fair ball. The Tigers are on the board with 2 runs as Preston Wilson delivers an electric double 2-1 Tigers. 2-1 Tigers. What a shot down the right field line. He had no chance, and the Tigers are up 2-1.
Up next for the Tigers, number 3.
And a 2-run double, plates 2, and the Tigers are on the board with the lead. Now Jaden Keith will take his turn. Preston Wilson with the thunder in the bat. Tigers 2-1. Wildcats in trouble here in the third. Holiday does not have it so far in this inning. Delivers a breaking ball low for ball 1. Holiday gets one up the middle. Nice play. Throws is high, and that's going to play another run as Wilson can walk home. And the base and the error, Keith will officially reach on an error, but the Tigers don't care. They lead 3-1. The Tigers with some thunder in their bats here in the third inning. And here they come. Wildcats searching for answers. Holiday getting rocked so far in this inning with only one man out. Tigers have plated 3. Strike 1. Strike 1, down 0-1 in the count. Tanner Trantham, who grounded out the third in his first at bat, is now down 0-2 in the count. 6th man to bat in the inning. 6th man to bat in the inning. Holiday is reeling. We got some potential action down towards the bullpen, some stirring going on. Holiday delivers high, ball 1. Conroe with the early lead. Now, Trantham, the leadoff man, the tone setter, swings and a miss at a high 1, and he is out number 2 of the inning.
Holiday with the strikeout brings up 2 outs.
Holiday gets his first strikeout of the night, and a much-needed one. Not a backwards K, but a much-needed strikeout for out number 2 of the inning. This brings up the catcher, Jackson Reagan. We've certainly seen him do a number of damage this season. Reagan steps to the plate. Delivers, strike 1 to Reagan. Nice pitch from Holiday, trying to get out of this jam with only 3 runs allowed. All right, umpire giving a dugout warning over there to the Tigers. All right, after the dugout warning, Jackson Reagan gets hit by a pitch, the second hit by pitch of the inning, and that's going to have runners on first and second with 2 outs, and that'll bring up Norwood, the 8th man to bat this inning. So Jackson Reagan 0 for 0 with a walk and a hit by pitch so far in this one. On 2 outs. Delivers and a chopper foul down the third baseline. We'll go no balls, 1 strike. 0-1 in the count. Tigers have put up a 3 spot here so far in the inning. 8th man to bat is the designated hitter, Landon Norwood, number 18, right-handed hitter. Norwood close to the plate. Chops another one foul. And we will now be at 0-2. So Norwood well behind in the count. Holiday 1 pitch away from getting out of complete disaster in this inning. If they can hold them to 3, there's still more than enough time to get back into this one in only the top of the second, though it is crucial he holds them to 3. Got him in the dirt. They called him for swings. Easy throw down to first, and he is out, and that will end the inning with the strikeout. So that's going to end the inning. The Tigers take a 3-1 lead. We'll come back on Houston Sports Live with the bottom half of the second inning. We are in the bottom of the second. Dylan Hawthorne, the catcher for the Wildcats, leads off the second. And the first pitch of the inning is low for ball 1. So 1-0 count to start the second for the Wildcats, and he delivers low again, 2-0. So not the way Foley wanted to start this second inning. Foley, strike, delivers one. No, 3-0. All right, home plate umpire disagrees there. Looked like it caught the corner. We'll go 3-0. 3-0, Boley got a battle back, and he gets a strike there. So 3-1, finally gets that strike call he was looking for. He's up 3-1 on the scoreboard. Now Boley will deliver to Hawthorne, 3-1. Righty on righty. Strike 2 at the knees, beautifully placed, and we got a full count.
Let's go.
Got a full count. Boley. We're going to power through, down 3-0. We'll do it again at a full count. And we'll go with the 7th pitch of this at-bat. Got to continue to battle if you're the Wildcats. Here's Boley's delivery. 7th pitch of the at-bat is a chopper. Boley going to go get it. Boley makes the throw, and he got him. Boley gets him. What a throw. That's a 3-1 put out, and out number 1 to start the
He's looking right at it. He's watching the bag. First base umpire. No reason to appeal that.
All right, so he's appealing the call. I believe he was out. We're going to find out here in a matter of moments. Head coach Brett Washburn highly upset with that call, and the call stands. So out number 1 of the inning.
Up next for the Wildcats, number 17.
And that's going to bring up number 17, third baseman Mason Miller. Ball is outside for ball 1. One 0 count. Boley delivers, gets a grounder to third. Fair ball. Strong throw from Matthew to get him. What a stretch. What an out. 2 down here in the bottom half of the second. The Tigers with an excellent start so far to this one. And that's going to take you to the bottom of the lineup. Cash Abkey, the right fielder, number 9. Right-handed hitter, 2 outs. Swing and a miss, blows it by him for strike 1. Bottom of the second, Tigers in control by 2. That pitch skips the dirt. We go to a 1-1 count. One count, 2 outs, bottom 2. Outside, 2-1 is the new count. Boley got a battle back here. Rocks, kicks, delivers, 3-1, going in the opposite direction. Trying to get it back up to the top for their shortstop, who walked in his first at bat. And that is ball 4, so he walks. The 9-hole hitter walks kill. And Gage Blinka. So the opposite of what they want to do. And back to the top. Walks kill. Blinka walked in his first at bat. He is the shortstop, batting lefty. And he goes sidearm. Great block by Reagan. Excellent block by Reagan. Ball 1, though, on the scoreboard. So Boley had him down 0-1 and it's now thrown 5 straight out of the zone. Aggie fans out there chanting ball 6. Gets him on the outside corner. Beautifully paint. The paint job there to set him up 1-1. Time called. Field umpire wants to have a chat with Boley. All right, back, ready to play. Tries to pick off Abkey at first, unsuccessful. We stay at a 1-1 count, 2 outs. Boley, right-handed pitcher on the mound. We thank you if you're joining us late. Conroe versus Willis. Another pickoff move, unsuccessful again. Remains a 1-1 count. Boley now set to deliver. Got him fishing. 1 ball, 2 strikes. He's 1 pitch away from getting out of the inning. One pitch away from getting out of this one. Boley set, fires, Abkey going, bluffs, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Wildcats at home, Conroe on the road. Foley, another pickoff. Nowhere near close. That's okay. He's allowed unlimited pickoffs. All right, Foley delivers. Abke going in the dirt, and he's going to have an easy stolen base. And now we've got a full count after Boley had him ahead, 1-2. So Abke takes second. Stolen base, full count. Abke could be on the move. He does not have to run. He does not. Ball skips the dirt again for ball 4. So that's 2 walks for Blinka. And that's going to set up Keaton Jeffcoat, the second baseman. But first, we've got a mound visit.
Runners on first and second for the Wildcats. Bringing up number 1, Keaton Jeffcoat.
We got a fresh count. Fresh count. No balls, no strikes. Keaton Jeffcoat with 2 on and 2 outs. Boley delivers high for ball 1. So Boley now with a little bit of struggle. That's 4 straight out of the zone. 4 straight out of the zone. Boley's got to pitch to him. They're out of the zone again. 2-0. So Boley falls behind again. Now he's reeling, just as Holiday was in the top half. The difference is Holiday gave up 3 runs. Boley has come unscathed so far in the inning. Still time, though. Rips one right this second. Easy scoop, easy play, and a great job by second baseman Villasana for out number 3. We take you to the top half of the third. Conroe with the 3-1 lead. Top half of the third, we open it up, and that is going to be left-handed hitter Hayden Sheely, who grounded out to end the first inning. So he's 0 for 1 so far. And strike 1 is delivered to Sheely. As both coaches, a little bit of bickering back and forth for certain. Both really want this one badly. Ball takes outside. 1 delivers. Holiday as Sheely rips it through the hole. Past the diving shortstop. Balinka and through the left side of the infield for a base knock.
Up next for the Tigers, number 2.
And that's Owen Raymer. On Raymer got hit by a pitch, came around to score last inning. Fresh count, Raymer hits one, chops one through the right side. No, he's going to have no play. And Raymer will reach. That's back-to-back singles to start the third. Jake Matthew will step to the plate. As we're going to have pinch runner for Sheely. Pinch runner is going to be Gunnar Pabst. So pinch runner is announced, and Jake Matthew will step to the plate. As bunt attempt from Matthews is foul. And we've got 0-1 count coming up. All right, so an 0-1 count. Matthew. Will he bunt again is the question. The infield is still drawn back up the middle, or at short, it's double play depth. Second baseman playing way over, trying to protect first base in case of a bunt. Matthew takes a ball, 1-1. Evens the count.
Bam, bam. Mark.
1 ball, 1 strike. No outs here in the top third. Back-to-back singles from Sheely and Raymer. Have the Tigers in prime position to add to their 3-1 lead. Matthew swings and a miss. Running to third, now to second, a delayed steal. He's safe, he gets under the tag. He's safe, he gets under the tag, and Brett Washburn is out to contest. A delayed tag and stolen bases for Pabst and Raymer. He gets under the tag, and now we got second and third. We got a 1-2 count, though, but second and third. And, boy, the Tigers really set up well with both runners in scoring position. All right, so Coach Washburn still in the game for now. And Jake Matthew down 1 ball, 2 strikes in the count. But both runners in scoring position. Holiday needs a big pitch here to retire Matthew. Infield drawn in, down by 2. Playing for the out at home. Matthew slices one into center. Bad read on it. He makes the catch. They're in center, tagging at third. The throw. He's out. So they get a double play, but a sacrifice fly from Matthew brings home a run. So Jake Matthew brings home a run, and it's 4-1 Tigers. And 2 outs. Strike 1. Beautiful pitch from Holiday. 4-1 Tigers. They've come back from down 1-0. Now 4 consecutive runs. Ball inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 outs here. Top of the third. Clarke Crawford here with Houston Sports Live. We thank you for joining. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. So he's got him down in the count. 1-2. Now can Holiday finish him off? Villasana with the nice grab last inning to end it. Villasana with the backwards K, and that's how the top of the third ends. Tigers 4, Wildcats 1, bottom of the third coming up. All right, we're back here. Conroe leads 4-1, bottom of the third coming up. And that's going to bring up
13,
Hunter Slot. Hunter Slot, designated hitter. Hits one down the left field line. That'll be fouled. And he will take a strike on that one.
I thought I saw your truck. I think I'm parked next to you. Your car ain't in the football field. Your truck ain't in the pool. Oh, okay.
All right, 0-1 count. He hits one down the line, and that one is going to drift into the seats, down 0-2.
All right.
And takes one outside. Close pitch. No dice. 1 ball, 2 strikes. No dice on that one. Foley wanted it, certainly. He'll deliver low and away. Count is evened at 2. Good pitch. Try to get him to chase. I got to put him away. Slot, not an easy out. Takes one for strike 3. Got him looking. Out number 1 of the bottom half of the third has been recorded.
Number 15, Brett Roberts.
Brett Roberts steps in the backwards K. Foley, first strikeout of the night. Brett Roberts steps in, the cleanup hitter. Roberts, little chin music inside, and he gets ahead in the count. And he hits Roberts. And all right, we've got our first base runner of the bottom half of the third inning.
Number 2, Reed Norwood.
That's going to bring up left fielder Justin Zakos. Zakos, strike 1, right down Broadway. Probably not going to get a better pitch to hit than that. Foley. Strike 2, another one right down Broadway. Zakos waiting on Christmas, down 0-2. Keiko's got a battle. Oh, close one there. Oh, no pitch. Bowley called for a balk, it looks to be. So Roberts takes second. So no pitch. We go again, 0-2. This one is low. 1-2. Bowley trying to put him away. Reed Doert steps in. 2-2. Great save by Reagan to not allow the runner to get the third. 2 balls, 2 strikes. It's center fielder Reed Doert. Stepping in. Doert rips it foul down the right field line. That one's fair. That's certainly extra bases. We'll go again at 2-2.
Let's go, buddy. Let's go, 1.
Justin Zakos on deck. Bowley. As he delivers, Bowley gives up a base hit. Will he come home? He stops him at third. Headed to second. Fake throw by Reagan. And now we've got second and third. Prime scoring position. And the Tigers in a little bit of trouble here in the bottom half of the third. So Doert with the single. That puts Roberts on third, Doert on second. Advancing on the throw. And Justin Zakos steps in. We've got a mound visit coming up.
Runners on second, third for the Wildcats for number 5, Justin Zakos.
All right, 2 outs for the Wildcats. They need a big knock. Justin Zakos, man of the hour, at the plate. Can Zakos deliver the big knock the Wildcats are looking for? Tigers 4-1. Ball is low for ball 1. Bowley giving up. One out here. Struck out Sloth. Now Roberts with the hit by pitch. And Doert a single, second and third with 1 man out. Zakos fouls it off. We've got a 1-1 count. Bowley outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Bowley working through some trouble here in the third. Worked through trouble last inning as well. Strike on the outside corner. 2-2. Big time pitch there from Bowley. He's 1 pitch away from a second out of the inning. Let's see if he can deliver it. Bowley gets to a chopper. Villasana play. Easy one at first. You trade a run for an out there. That's the right call. 2 down in the inning.
RBI by Zakos brings up number 10, Dylan Hawthorne.
So now it brings it to 4-2 Tigers. So he grounds out for out number 2. That brings Dowert to third. Roberts scores, and that brings up the catcher, Dylan Hawthorne. So Hawthorne going to bring this third run home. Would be the second of the inning. First pitch, right down Broadway. Hawthorne didn't like that one. He's going to reset. Tigers 4, Wildcats 2. Tigers 4, Wildcats 2. We thank you for joining us here with Houston Sports Live. Clarke Crawford here on the call. Boley sidearms it, and that clips Hawthorne, and he's going to get on base. 2 men out. And I believe they're going to have to remove Boley here. We'll see. Second hit by pitch of the inning. Yeah, Boley will come out of this game 2 2/3. We'll have his final line after the break. Standing ovation for Boley. Tigers lead 4-2. Multiple runners on base. We'll be right back with the pitching change. All right, so the line right now on Colin Boley, but his line has still yet to be determined. 2 hit by pitches, 1 strikeout, 3 walks, and 3 hits given up. Boley has given up 2 earned runs so far, so he's responsible for multiple runners on base. So Tyler Wilson having to come in quite the jam here. We've got multiple runners on and 2 men out. And Preston Wilson, who had the big hit back last inning, the 2-run double, steps to the plate. Jackson Reagan out for a chat with Wilson
Wildcats got runners on first and third.
before Preston Wilson steps in.
Coming to the plate, number 17, Mason Miller.
Mason Miller is at the plate. Runners on first and third. Mason Miller, not the relief pitcher for the San Diego Padres, but this Mason Miller, the third baseman for the Willis Wildcats. So first and third, 2 men out. Tyler Wilson, the new pitcher. Wilson, he hits him on the first pitch. And Wilson's night on first pitch
17, Miller is hit by the
does
pitch.
not
Load the
start
bases
off
for the
the way he
Wildcats
wanted.
for number 9.
And number 9, Cash Abke will step to the plate. The bases are juiced. Bases are juiced. What more could you ask for if you're Abke? Abke's got the bases juiced. And the final line on Bowley will remain open. He's responsible for the runners on second and third. So could be 4 earned runs to who. He fouls that one way off towards the cars. I hope we don't have a shattered windshield. But nonetheless, we'll find out later on tonight. 0-1 count. All right, Abke and Wilson back ready. Strike 2. Beautiful pitch at the knees. Froze him, and he's down 0-2. Abke. Abke down 0-2. Wilson trying to get out of this mess created by Bowley and himself. Strike 3, and Abke goes up to the 4th. A big-time strikeout from Wilson. The Tigers lead 4-2. Coming back on Houston Sports Live. All right, we're back
Over the top of the 4th.
for the top
Tigers 4, Wildcats
of the
2.
4th. Tigers
Up for the
4,
Tigers.
Wildcats 2. Leading off the 4th, Preston Wilson, a 2-run double, and came around to score in the 4th inning as Shea Holiday remains in the game for the Wildcats. 1-0 count for Wilson. 1-0 count. Wilson whips at 1, strike 1. Big swing coming up empty. Wilson takes one off the plate. Ball 2. Great eye from Wilson. Big league take there. Holiday delivers 3-1, well high over the umpire even, and we got a 3-1 count. Holiday going to have to battle back. Some stirring down there, down the right foul line in the Wildcat bullpen. A couple of bodies moving around, headed that way. And ripped up the middle and bounces in front of Dowert for a base knock. Wilson is 2 for 2 on the night. What a rip by Wilson. Smoked that ball to straightaway center.
Number 3.
That is going to be Jaden Keith, the left fielder. Reached on an error last time. He was able to reach second base and not come around to score. So Holiday could be one of the last batters for him as a right-hander is warming up down there in the pen. A bunt from Keith. Holiday got a field throw. He got him. So there's 1 out here in the top half of inning number 4. All right, so a sack bunt there. Nicely done by Keith. And that's going to bring up Tanner Trantham. And Tanner is 0 for 2, grounded out the third and struck out so far tonight. He's the tone setter. He got his toes right on the line, crowding the plate, and ball 1.
Can't throw it outside.
Holiday with a long look in, a couple checks of the runner. Ball is high. Whoa, looked good from here. Nonetheless, we've got a 2-0 count. The barking continues down there in the dugout from head coach Brett Washburn. He could be a few words away. A couple of argued calls here tonight. He could be a few words away from hitting the showers early. Trantham up 2-0. Strike 1. As Holiday gets the call that time, Washburn still barking from the dugout. Trantham up 2-1. 1 out. Top 4. Delivery, Holiday catches the inside part of the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. He evens it up. Gets the call that time. Tanner, toes on the line, and high. Full count coming up. Holiday versus Trantham. Full count delivery coming up. That's Preston Wilson over there on second base. Will he be in movement? He will not. Trantham fouls it away. We'll do it again. Full count. Pitch number 7 of the AB awaits. Still action down there in that pin. I would think they should be pretty close to being ready to go with pitch number 7 of this at-bat. They've had a pretty good amount of time to warm up. Trantham checks his swing. Did he go? Yes! Field umpire says he went, and that's out number 2. Much to the dismay of the Tiger crowd out here tonight. We've got a great crowd on both sides. And Trantham goes down swinging there. His second strikeout of the night. And out number 2. Four strikeouts on the night for Wildcat pitching for Holiday. Strike 1 goes against Jackson Reagan. 2 outs, runner in scoring position. 4-2 Tigers, 2 outs, top 4. Jackson Reagan from the right side. Ball is above him. Throw! Safe at third. Excellent throw by Hawthorne. 1 ball, 1 strike as Wilson takes third. Now Reagan, a single, guarantees that Wilson will score. 1 ball, 1 strike. Big at bat from Reagan, up 2. Oh, he checked his swing. He went too far. Easy one there. Strike 2. So Reagan down on the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Bring him on, kid.
Reagan looking to deliver. As Reagan chops one right back to Holiday. Should be an easy play, and it is. And Reagan will be retired for out number 3. Tigers do not score in the top half of the 4th. They will stay with a 4-2 lead headed into the bottom of the 4th on Houston Sports Live coming up. Bottom half of the fourth begins. Tyler Wilson back out there for the
Lead on the
Tigers.
bottom of the fourth. Number 4, Gabe.
He will start off with leadoff hitter Gabe Blinka, who's walked twice in this game. Blinka, left-handed hitter, ball 1. Reagan gives the sign. Blinka waits. Strike 1. Clips the bottom of the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. Blinka didn't like that one. Still a 1 ball, 1 strike count. Wilson got the last out of the bottom of the third. Back out for the fourth. And a chopper to first. Sheely should have this one. Nice scoop. And gets Blinka for out number 1. 1 out in the home half of the
Up
fourth.
next for the Wildcats, number 1, Keaton Jeffco.
That is a 3 unassisted for out number 1. That's going to bring up second baseman number 1, Keaton Jeffco. Jeffco inside, ball 1. Tried to almost get hit by that one. It was inside, but not that close. Could have even maybe clipped the inside corner. Home plate umpire says no. And this one is outside. Another close one. Both ones go the Wildcats' way, 2-0 to start the at-bat for Jeffco.
I tell you my mind, a whole bunch of people. I tell you.
Jeffco waits. Ball 3 outside. That one a little too far outside. And Wilson has got to climb all the way back 3-0. Not where you want to be.
Smith.
3-0 count. Wilson, strike 1. Delivers 1. Trying to battle in this count. 3-1. Tigers lead 4-2. Oh, another close one. And Jeffco will draw a walk.
Jeffco draws the walk, bringing up number 13.
Walks
Hunter
killed.
Slot.
So we'll see if that walk comes back to bite Wilson. Hunter Slot singled back in the first inning and struck out in the third. Ball is low and in, and Wilson having trouble finding the strike zone now. Slot slotted in third in the order, left-handed hitter. 1 for 2 so far tonight. Pickoff by Wilson, skips the dirt. Got to be careful on those. Sheely bailed him out. 1 ball, no strike. 1 out. Wildcats down 2. Wilson, strike 1. He rocks and delivers. Beautiful job.
Let's go.
From Wilson. Count is evens. He looks him back. Throw, not close. Wilson gets strike 2. Easy one for Wilson to deliver. I don't know what Slot was waiting on, but that was the one. Might be the best pitch he gets in this at bat. Wilson checks him back. Another throw. Not close. Easy to get back for Jeffco. Trying to keep him close. I'd be focused on the hitter, though. We'll see if Jeffcoat's in motion. A couple pickoffs, and he is. Swing and a miss. Strike him out. Throw him out is late. He will get the strikeout on Sloth for out number 2, but Jeffcoat steals second.
Up next for the Wildcats, number 15, Brett Roberts.
And that's going to bring up Brett Roberts, the last hope for the time being of the bottom of the 4th for the Wildcats. Stolen base for Jeffcoat. Jeffcoat in full motion there. Roberts, a single and a hit by pitch so far tonight. He came home to score his last time up. Ball is high. Wilson falling back behind. Strike one. Roberts well behind that one. Got him well ahead on the off speed. Roberts, third at bat of the night. Wilson delivers high. Back behind in the count, 2-1. Wilson battling here. Ball high, 3-1. Three-one count. Roberts looking for one pitch to drive here. Not going to run. To help the cause. And that one misses for ball 4. So that's a walk.
Second for the Wildcats.
First and second. And that's going to bring up Reed Dorwart. Close pitch does not go the Tigers' way. Dorwart steps to the plate. Dorwart, another right-handed hitter. Ball is high again. Wilson can't find the zone. Wilson reeling in this inning. Throws, and another one out of this well off the plate. And Wilson will have a meeting from Reagan. All right, Wilson back on the mound after the visit from Reagan. Wilson still cannot find the plate. That's 3-0. He walked the previous hitter, Roberts, and now Dorwart. 3-0 with Justin Zakos looming on deck. Wilson right down the pipe, finally throws a strike. As the crowd out there in right field cheers for finally a strike. All right. Now, was that the strike, or was that the only strike Wilson throws him? Wilson gets another one in there for number 2. All right, full count. Runners on first and second. They should be on the move. That's Jeffcoat at second and Roberts at first. They're on the move. Wilson's 3-2. Got him looking a backwards K. He freezes door work. And we will head to the 5th inning. Tigers 5. Tigers 4. Wildcats 2.
Leading off the inning for the Tigers.
Top of the
number
5th.
18.
Underway. Landon Norwood steps in his 3rd at bat. Fielder's choice in the 1st, strikeout in the 2nd. Strike 1 to Norwood to bring the top half of the 5th to an open. And that is Shea Holiday still on the mound, so the trust in Holiday is huge as he delivers high. Holiday remains, even though there's still action down in that bullpen. Can't tell from here who is warming up. It's a right-hander. Do not see a number, though. We will get that when we can. Knocked out of play. Norwood battling in the count, down 1-2. It's Norwood, Sheely, and Raymer here in the 5th. Norwood, ball inside. Close pitch. Counts 2-2. Delivery. Got him. Got him looking. Backwards K. And Norwood will head back to the dugout. 1 away. Not the way the Tigers were hoping this inning would start. Sheely down 0-1 in the count. So the Tigers not starting off the inning the way they would hope. Ball is inside, 1-1. Sheely, left-handed approach. Strike 2. Sheely takes a good one right there. Both teams trying to be patient, or the Tigers trying to be patient in this inning. And Holiday is just trying to mow him down. 2-2. Another close one. Holiday looking to get through 5 after there's been action 2 innings in a row. The faith in Holiday seems to be growing for the Wildcats. Coaching staff. Holiday gets Sheely fishing out of the zone for out number 2. This one swinging. 2 outs in the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts.
Up next for the Tigers, number 2.
6 strikeouts now on the night for Holiday. Now the conversation with Raymer over there. Holiday red hot right now in this inning, trying to slow him down. Playing a little chess game. Raymer, a slow walk to the plate. 4-2 Tigers, top of the fifth. Houston Sports Live here on our YouTube channel. Clarke Crawford on the call. We thank you for joining us. He checks his swing, and he says it's a strike.
Crap. That's horrible.
Strike
Come on,
one.
bro.
That pitch was low, though they say Raymer went around. Ball hits Raymer, and that's how he will get on base. Both teams hitting. Third hit by pitch of the night, and second one against Raymer. Raymer is an on-base machine tonight. Been on base all 3 times. 2 hit by pitches and a single to go along with the stolen base. That's going to bring up the third baseman, Jake Matthew. Ball is a strike. First one to Matthew. Zone getting a little bit bigger here in this 5th inning. We'll see if it'll be the same for both sides. Ball is definitely high earlier in the game. Pitch is inside. 1-1. Matthew, 1 count with Raymer on first. Will he be in motion? Got a big lead, 2-1. So Holiday. Holiday pitch count rising. Raymer with the lead, hits one into center. Easy play for Dorwart. And he makes the grab, and no runs, no hits, 1 hit by pitch. There in the top of the 5th for the Tigers. We head to the bottom half. Tigers remain in the lead, 4-2. All right, so Holiday able to work his way through 5 innings tonight. An impressive performance. And strike 1 is delivered in the bottom half of the inning by Wilson. Holiday's night could finally be done. No, we don't know. It seemed it could have been done back in the third, fourth, and that inning with bullpen action, and it wasn't. Fouls it off of himself, and Zakos down the count 0-2 to begin the bottom of the fifth. Wilson been in since he inherited a jam back in the third with 2 outs, so he's gone an inning and a third so far, giving up no runs. Zakos delivers it into right center. Trantham is there and makes the grab. Excellent job by Trantham there. Got a great jump on the ball and the first fly out to right field tonight. First action for Trantham in this game. Out number 1 of the bottom half of the 5th inning. Dylan Hawthorne, the catcher, steps in. We're here on Houston Sports Live YouTube channel. Please subscribe to our channel if you have not already. Clarke Crawford here with you on the call. We got the Conroe Tigers and the Willis Wildkats here. Willis, the home team. Wildcats home field. Ball 1 to Dylan Hawthorne. Ball is low, 2-0. Hawthorne trying to work the count. Tyler Wilson's delivery brings one over the plate this time for a strike. 1 out here, home half of the 5th. Tigers, the road team, with the 2-run lead. Wilson rocks, kicks, delivers, gets him fishing. Needed his fishing pole on that one. 2 balls and 2 strikes with 1 out. Hawthorne walks around the box. He needs to reset after that one. Hawthorne 0 for 1, a ground out to the first baseman and hit by a pitch tonight. 2-2 right there. Rings him up a backwards K. And we've got 2 outs in the home half of the 5th.
Next for the Wildcats, number 17, Mason Miller.
Mason Miller, not the Padres relief pitcher, but we got a Mason Miller here in this game. That is 4 strikeouts for Tyler Wilson so far tonight. Beautiful pitch there for strike 1. Wilson pumping strikes in this inning. He's got a couple of quick outs so far. Looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Would be the first clean inning of the night pitching-wise for the Tigers. Inside, ball 1. 1-1, 2 outs, bottom half of the 5th inning. Ball drifts and misses, 2-1. So Wilson, back-to-back, got to reset, back in the zone. Gets back in the zone. Easy one for Raymer. Long throw. Got him. Great throw by Raymer. Wilson with the first 1-2-3 inning of the night. We head to the 6th. Tigers still ahead by 2. Coming back on Houston Sports Live. Top half of the 6th inning. We start it. And stepping in, ball 1 is delivered to a pinch hitter. Pinch hitter number 24, Saba Rodriguez. Pinch hitting for Villasana. So Saba Rodriguez in the pinch hit for Villasana. Rodriguez fouls it away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Rodriguez, a weak little nubbler to first. He'll take it himself, and a nice play over there by Roberts for out number 1.
One out in the inning. Up next for the Tigers, number 20.
Preston Wilson, the center fielder, 2 for 2 so far tonight. A 2-run double and a single. 2 for 2. Wilson rips one foul back off the netting. 0-1 count, 1 out, top 6. Visiting half of the 6th with Jaden Keith on deck. Preston Wilson, 3rd at bat of the night, 2 for 2. Holiday still in. He gets Wilson swinging well ahead in the count now. Wilson, low, ball 1. 4-2 Tigers. Nobody has scored since the 3rd inning, where both teams plated 1. Tigers go 0-3-1-0-0, and the Wildcats 1-0-1-0-0. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. So that's 1, no runs for the Tigers, 3 in the 2nd, 1 in the 3rd, none in the 4th, none in the 5th. Wildcats 1 in the 1st, none in the 2nd, 1 in the 3rd, none in the 4th, and none in the 5th. That's where we stand. Holiday still out there, gets it, nice jump, toss to first, and a 3-1 put out for out number 2 of the 6th inning. Holiday still out there. Multiple times seems he was going to potentially get pulled. And Holiday tosses for out number 2, a 3-1 put out. And Jaden Keith, 0 for 2, reached on an error and a sacked bunt. And his 2 at-bats, the 9-hole hitter, Keith, checks his swing, strike 1. First base umpire loves calling strikes on those check swings. I think he went around that time. Some of these others, highly questionable. Of course, it is a check swing. Keith rockets 1 foul, well behind that one, and also behind in the count, 0-2. Jaden Keith. Keith hits one down the right field line, and it's foul. Keith almost snuck one down the right field line there in an 0-2 count. Both umpires right on top of it with a good call. Missed the line by about a foot, maybe 2. Count remains 0-2. Both these teams looking to move up the district standings in need of a victory. Crucial game for both sides, both parties, if you have it. And Keith, a chopper to third. Can he beat it? The throw from Miller. Safe. So Keith beats it out on an infield single. Infield single has Keith on base, and that takes it back up. Tanner Trantham, 2 strikeouts tonight, 0 for 3. And Trantham, some redemption time is what he's seeking. Tanner Trantham hits one to third. Beautiful sliding play. His throw across the diamond is there. Miller redeems himself. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Tigers 4, Wildcats 2. Coming back, Houston Sports Live. All right, bottom 6. Here we are. Strike 1 is delivered from Wilson. Still out there. Came on with 2 outs in the 3rd inning, and Wilson is still out there. Ball is low. Cash Abke, 3rd at bat of the night. 0 for 1 with the walk and a stolen base. Wilson had a 1-2-3 inning. Last inning. Down 2-1 in the count. Make it 3-1. Wilson cannot find the zone much in this first at bat of the inning. Abke looking to get it started for the Wildcats in need of a rally. They could avoid the bottom of the 7th if they get a rally here in the bottom 6th. Abke stares right down Broadway for strike 2. Abke got a pitch to hit. Now a full count. Wilson might need to burn another one right in there. Reagan gives him the glove, and that one's in the dirt. And we've got a walk to start the home half of the 6th. Walks killed. And a nice eye by Abke. Gage Blinka will walk to the plate. Blinka Blinka hitting from the left side. Blinka pops it up high to center field, and that's a catch from Wilson. Wilson records out number 1. Fly out to 8.
Up next, number 1, Keaton.
And that's
Jeffcoat.
1 out. Keaton Jeffcoat will step in. He singled in the first, grounded out to second in the second, walked and stole a base in the fourth. He's 1 for 2 on the night. A single, a walk, and a stolen base. Strike 1. Beautifully placed. Jeffcoat wasn't ready for that one. Wilson, not a whole lot of pop in the glove, though he's been certainly effective so far tonight. Wilson gets a little chopper. Reagan gonna pick it up, throw high. Got him by a half step. Out number 2 of the inning. Got him by a half step. So if you're scoring that at home with me, that is a 2-3 put out for out number 2 of the bottom 6. And that is going to be Hunter Slot, the DH. He has a single and 2 strikeouts in this game. Slots, woo, a loud foul ball there. And he's behind in the count, 0-1. First pitch of the at-bat. Slot awaits. And a chopper back to the mound. Wilson, easy play. And that's a 3-1 put out. And the Tiger fans letting them hear it. We'll head to the top of the 7th, what could be the final inning of this one. Tigers keep that 4-2 lead. Coming back. Back out for the 7th. That remains Shea Holiday going for the complete game. So Shea Holiday will come back out, and he'll first hitter of the inning, Jackson Reagan. Reagan stares down strike 1. Ball 1, skips the dirt. Skips the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. 4-2 Tigers here on Houston Sports Live YouTube page. Please help us out and subscribe as Holiday delivers strike 2. Please subscribe. Clarke Crawford here with you on the call. We love your input on here on the broadcast. A chopper back to the mound. Holiday will take it himself. A 3-1 put out. 1 out in the top of the 7th. Jackson Reagan is now 0 for 2 on the night, and that brings up the designated hitter Landon Norwood 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts. A little chin music inside, 1-0. Norwood patient. Strike one. Norwood wanted that one badly. Probably should have laid off. 1-1 count. And Norwood goes around. Now he's behind in the count. 1-2 to Norwood. Looking to jump all over Holiday. Still action looming down in the pen as there has been since the third inning. Norwood pops this one up down the right field line. And there to make the grab is Cash Abkey for the second out of the top of the seventh. So a fly out to right. Both right fielders getting some work recently. Both right fielders getting some work. And Holiday's 1 out away from a complete game. But on the losing side of it at the moment, Sheely well behind that one. Fouls it off to our left for a strike. Sheely well behind that one. Strike two. Disagrees with that one. Sheely got to regroup down 0-2. Up in the zone action there. Still ahead in the count. And cannot snag that one is Hawthorne. Count. Now back in the count is Sheely, 2-2. Battling out there. Pitch number 5 coming our way. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top 7. And now it's a full count. So top 7, big pitch here in this game to say the least. Holiday looking for the complete game, but on the wrong side of the decision right now. Wildcats still have time to change that. They will get the final at bat. Sheely. Strike 3! Backwards K, and Sheely has been tossed from this game. Sheely is tossed. We'll need a new first baseman. We'll sort all of that out. Bottom 7th, Wildcat, last chance. And the Tigers will be without Sheely. We'll come back.
Brett Roberts.
Leading off the bottom of the 7th, number 15, Brett Roberts. And the final line on Shea Holiday, 7 innings, 7 strikeouts, 1 walk, 6 hits, 2 hit by pitches, and 4 runs, all of them earned. Wilson, strike 1. Roberts takes the first pitch for a strike here in the home half of the 7th, down 2, needing a 3-run rally to win it. Ball in the dirt, evens it at 1. Thank you for joining us on Houston Sports Live. Clarke Crawford on the call. Subscribe to our YouTube channel as that's strike 2 from Wilson. Looking to close this one out. Wilson looking to close this one out. He's been in since the 2 outs in the 3rd inning. So Wilson looking to go, and a rocket into left field. Bounces in front of Keith for a base knock.
Number 15, Roberts gets it started for the Wildcats with a leadoff single.
Inning has started
Up
for
next,
the Wildcats.
number 2, Reed Dorward. Now running for the Wildcats, number 8, Jake Frazier.
So Landon Bruns is now the first baseman for Conroe. Ball is outside. Ball 1 to Reed Dorward. And Dorward, a little nubber back to the mound. He throws and gets him out number 1. A lot of tappers back to the pitcher here tonight for both squads. So no, 1 out. 0-0 count.
Number 5, Justin Zako.
My eyes are old. Hey, who's on second base? Who's on second base? Who's on second base? Alex what? Alex Wilson.
First pitch of the at-bat to Zakos is a ball. Ball is low. 2-0. 2-0 count. Wilson looking to close this one out. The pinch runner at second base is Jake Frazier. Strike! 2-1. Beautiful pitch. Dots the corner. Two-1. Zakos 0 for 3 tonight. A ground out to third. An RBI 4-3 ground out. And now 0 for 4. Trantham makes the catch, 2 down. And Wilson is 1 out away from bringing this home for the Tigers. And a pinch hitter coming to the plate. Number 14, Colin Adams. Colin Adams, the last hope for the Wildcats in this one. If he gets on, it moves to Mason Miller or maybe another pinch hitter. Ball is high, ball 1 to Adams. So he takes the first pitch, probably a good idea, coming on cold off the bench. 4-2 Tigers. Thank you for joining us here on Houston Sports Live. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Clarke Crawford on the call. Tyler Wilson on the mound. Wilson, beautiful breaking ball. Strike one. Catches the inside part of the plate. All right, Wilson back on the bump. 1-1 count, 2 outs.
Runner.
All right. 2 strikes. So 1 strike away is Tyler Wilson from closing the door shut on the night for the Wildcats and picking up a huge win that the Tigers need to try to keep their season alive and try to make the playoffs. All right, here we go. 1 ball, 2 strike, 2 outs. Adams at the plate in the dirt, and we'll have at least 1 more pitch tonight. Tigers 4, Wildcats 2. Thank you for joining us. Houston Sports Live. Bringing you the action all night long. Clarke Crawford on the call. And Wilson, once the signs again, will step off the mound and await the 2-2 pitch. Pinch hitter Colin Adams coming off the bench for the catcher Dylan Hawthorne, who was 0 for 3. Adams, strike 3, and that's the ball game. Backwards K to end it, and Tyler Wilson, the man of the night for the Tigers. He gets the clutch strike 3, and Tigers win 4-2. We'll be back to wrap it up right after this. Tigers win 4-2. Thank you for joining us. I'll have the stats coming up right after this. All right, so we've got your final tallies of the game. The Tigers win the game, 6 hits, 4 runs, and the losing pitcher with 2 hit-by pitches, 7 innings, 7 strikeouts in a complete game, 7 innings, 7 strikeouts, 1 walk, 6 hits, all 4 of the runs earned is going to be Shea Holiday. An excellent effort. The Tigers jumped out on him, and they win this one 4-2. They trailed 1-0, then took a 3-1 lead, made it 4-2, and from there took the game home. We thank you for joining us. And pitching wise, Colin Boley gets the win, 2 2/3, 1 strikeout, 3 walks, 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned. The winning pitcher on the tally, Tyler Wilson, 4 1/3, gets the save, 5 strikeouts, 3 walks, and only 1 hit given up, no runs. The Tigers win the game. Wow, oh wow. The Tigers win the game 4-2, a big win in the standings for the Tigers. We thank you for joining us. Clarke Crawford here with you the whole way. I'll have the Conroe game coming up on Friday night with us, so make sure you tune in for that one. Thank you, Wildcat fans. Thank you, Tiger fans, everyone who joined in. We thank you for Houston Sports Live. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we'll see you all next time.